So what we want to do now is we're going to put our attention on the breath, and we're going to utilize the breath as a vehicle to take us into a deep, relaxed, trusting, peaceful state. The state that we are going to be entering is our natural state. It is a state that we do not need to learn. It is natural. So we're going to allow ourselves to be carried into this state. We understand that we are heavily engaged in the mind most of the time, and this becomes unnatural for us to be in this deep, relaxed, peaceful state. But now we're going to do it by utilizing the breath. So each time we breathe in, we're putting our attention on the breath and feeling the sensation of the air entering our body and the expansion that is occurring within our lungs. As we exhale, we feel that gentle release as the air is leaving your body, going through, and the sensation of release is also allowing your body to let go of all tension, all tightness. And we'll continue to breathe in and out. Each time we breathe in, feeling that beautiful expansion. Each time we breathe out, feeling that beautiful sensation of letting go and allowing ourselves to go into a deeper and deeper, relaxed, peaceful state, feeling that natural state of who we are within it. As we continue to breathe in, we're now tuning the breath so that the breath, the air that we're taking in, we're tapping into the highest level of consciousness and the highest vibration of transformation that is being shared with other aspects of ourselves, being either humanoid or others. We take it into our body and we utilize it to create a transformation within ourselves. We merge it with our own consciousness. We merge it with also our own energy and expand it even further. As we exhale, we are now releasing all that no longer serves, and we are also sharing this higher consciousness, this higher vibration, which is now being re-entered back into our collective, which is utilized by other brother, sister souls. Whatever we release that no longer serves is automatically drawn and sent right back to the sun, where everything is returned to its natural state, which is pure light, pure potentiality. It's going back into that field of energy of all there is. Everything is from all there is. We create form, we create vibration, we create energies for expression, experience, and for opportunities for creating higher levels of enlightenment. But once it no longer serves, and in most cases it has been created in such a form for our own specific purpose, we release it back to the field where it all becomes back to its natural, pure essence. As we continue to breathe in and out, going deeper and deeper, as we continue to go deeper and deeper, we're getting more and more relaxed. We are letting go of the outside world, and we are now connecting more and more who we are. As we continue to breathe, also, we're allowing the mind to get quieter and quieter, and we now instruct with great love, with great appreciation for the tool that the mind is. We instruct the mind to go into an observer state and not to interfere with this process, to observe, expand, and learn. So should any thoughts come along, just let it come and let it go. We're not giving it any attention. It's going to come in and go out. And eventually we'll get quieter and quieter. As we continue to breathe, going deeper and deeper, we're going to now call forth the true essence, who you truly are within the essence of your physical form. Your own soul, the reason that you are in this body, the reason that you are activating all these beautiful expressions and experiences in your day-to-day life. It is the reason that you have chosen this particular path. It is the very essence that gives substance to your journey on the planet. We ask your soul right now, the true essence of who you are, to emanate in its fullest state of being, to create a beautiful energetic field starting right in the heart chakra. This energetic field will have its natural state of pure unconditional love, which is your truest form of essence, pure creator essence, the architect, the designer, and also the creation of all. The pure state of neutrality and peace, which is your natural state, all created in this beautiful energetic field that is now expanding throughout your body. As it expands throughout your body, it is actually completely filling the space between the cells, the membrane of the cells, and the cells itself. It is permeating right into your subconscious mind and within all the memories, all the programs, all projections. It is going into the conscious mind, into the pattern of thought forms and all memories within it. Going into the ego mind, and it is now altering the old programs that it operated within, upgrading it, and going in to accentuate the experience fully. It is at this point in time also reflective within the soul that is exposing all the imprints, all the memories, all the unfinished business from past lives. It is bringing it all forth right now. It is going right into your DNA and genetic code, which both have been modified to not reflect that state. And now it is being infused to create a harmonic balance so that it reflects that new state. It reflects the essence of you within your own genetic code and DNA so that your human physical experience will be reflective of it much more. It is altering your hologram, and that is so. To further facilitate it this time, we now extend together, we extend a beautiful column of light from our own sun. This column of light will consist of the newest codes, the highest vibration, the fullest spectrum of light that is actually tuned and tooled to transform our human experience, to transform our planet. It is the very essence that is assisting and facilitating this transformation. But it is also carrying the codes of 200 other planets that are being reflective into our sun's energy field. It is also reflective of our galactic central sun, which is a cluster of 400 plus planets. And it is also reflective of source consciousness, which is the collection of all levels of consciousness, all levels of enlightenment and expansion, of all existence, is all embedded within this column of light, which we now extend together from the sun, through our atmosphere, through the building, or wherever we are, and we're completely bathing each one of ourselves. We're bathing ourselves from head to toe in all directions, creating a beautiful, energetic ball of light. And we are this ball of light right now, which is now permeating through and blending with the energies and frequencies of our own soul's emanation, that is combining itself within the space of the cells, the membrane of the cells, and the cells itself, including our subconscious, conscious, ego, mind, soul, genetic code, and DNA. We're creating a beautiful blend of energy right now. And as we're doing so, we're allowing the body to utilize this energy to transform itself. And as we are now choosing, as we are all connecting, as we bring all of the souls that are participating now, will participate later, and any souls that are not participating right now but have volunteered from whatever state they're in right now to be part of this. We're now combining all the souls together. We're connecting it in a level where we are creating one beautiful frequency of exchange. We're now sharing each other's consciousness. We're facilitating each other's expansion. But at the same time, as we agree collectively right now, we now, with all of these energies and frequencies that we're streaming through ourselves, we now call forth, command, bind, and release from ourselves. We're releasing from our own operating system, from our own hologram, and also all levels of consciousness that we have within ourselves, within our own physical form, DNA, and genetic code, and also soul. We are now releasing all forms of darkness, all densities, all blockages, all barriers, all shadow aspects of self. We're also releasing all contracts, agreements that no longer serve. We're also releasing all imprints, all default programs. We're also releasing all patterns that we've taken on from other past lives and the patterns of incarnation. We also release all patterns that we've established from our genetic codes, but also from our lineage and from our own journey. We're also releasing all emotional intensities, encodements. We're also releasing all default programs. We're releasing also automatic responses. And as we also release also all negative thought forms, patterns of thought forms, and any imprints within it. We take it all and we offer it all through this column of light, which is being redirected right back to the sun, where everything is restored back into the pool of energy of pure light, pure potentiality. All of it has served. We have no judgment about anything, but we are releasing it with great love. We release it for the highest good, because we are now allowing the new essence to come through, the new energies. We are now creating the slate completely clear so that we can create new forms of expression and experience, and that is so. We also release all imprints, all codes. We also release all debris, all toxicity, all heavy metals. We also release all energetic encodements that have come through satellite, the moon, Saturn, from repeater stations. We also, at this point in time, release all energies from all electromagnetic influences, from cell towers and so forth. We release all that has been adopted and utilized that no longer serves, we are releasing. Should anything really still serve us, we will maintain it, but we are also creating the path to be released immediately the moment we're done. We're not creating any patterns of energy that will hold anything that no longer serves. Therefore, any moment that we are done with anything, it will be automatically released with no effort. We're creating that pattern. We're creating that path right now. We're creating the energy within you. And we are all doing it together. This is all one coming together. We also call forth at this point in time to upgrade our operating system so that we reflect more the fourth and fifth dimensional consciousness. Anything that is reflecting third dimensional consciousness that is not absolutely necessary at this time, we are releasing. Or we're creating the path of transformation accordingly. As we allow this beautiful movement, we now tap into the highest level of consciousness so that we are now opening and removing the veils, as many as we are prepared and ready for, over our soul. These veils that we remove will give us access to a higher consciousness, access to our true essence. Therefore, we will have a higher level of communication and observation of our own guidance system, our soul, so that we create a complete balance between mind, body, and soul, so that we are working as one beautiful unit. But we are not limiting only to our soul. We're accessing all our brother, sister souls that are most conducive for us along the way, which will step in and step out, whichever matches most perfectly. But we're also opening ourselves in the path to connect much more freely and clearly to our oversouls and our family souls, so that we can share and support one another accordingly. In doing so, we are also allowing ourselves right now to remove as many veils as we are ready from our third eye, giving us more access to other aspects of ourselves. By removing the veils over the third eye is our transmitter and receiver that connects us to each and every soul on the planet, each and every soul off planet, that connects us with the collective consciousness of our planet and all the different clusters of consciousness within our planet, neighborhood, and so forth. But it also gives us access to all the souls off planet that are supporting us, that are working with us, that are also there to be a foundation of non-form sharing. But it also gives us access to the consciousness, the collective consciousness of our solar system, which is made up of all the beautiful souls on each of the planets within our solar system. But we're also accessing the galactic collective consciousness, the universal collective consciousness, and source consciousness. But we are accessing the most current and the most accessible for the state that we're in and we're stepping into. We are not accessing parallel worlds that are not ideally reflective to what we are in the path right now. We're not accessing alternate aspects of ourselves that are not completely in alignment or completely reflecting what is our path right now. We are merging the past and the future and bringing everything in the moment as we choose from this moment on to be in the moment. And in the moment, we are accessing the fullest potentiality that we are. In the moment, we are the greatest creator that we are. In the moment, we are not using any of the past old frequency, and we are not projecting anything into the future from our state of being right now. Our present state creates the next moment to experience the next moment. That moment will expand us. That moment will allow us to create a new moment. That moment will be expressed and experienced, and it will expand us and will prepare us for the next. This is our new operating system. We are removing all barriers to be fluid. We're also releasing all definitions of who we perceived that we were. We release all the importance and power that we've given to this form, this specific form, gender, or anything else that we've adopted ourselves to be. We release all the power that we've given to other aspects of ourselves that played different roles. We release also all encodements and all energies where we felt that we were less than and less capable, and that we needed to be governed by something outside of us. We reactivate our true essence of creator essence and our fullest potential of sourceness within us. We also reestablish that not only are we the creator, we are our own creation, and we are the observer of it all. That we are not outside of the essence of all there is. That we are part and parcel of the huge consciousness, energetic field of all existence. We are a pool of all collective consciousness and the most expansive consciousness and creator essence there is. And we will access all of it as we see fit for our experience. We will not take on anything that we're not prepared for, and we will not hold on to anything that no longer serves. As we are in this state right now, we realize that we have played in the polarized world. We realize that we've seen good and bad, right and wrong. We've seen dark and light. We've utilized the pattern to express one or the other and to experience one or the other to make growth part of our journey. We also imprinted it in our soul that we needed polarization to create movement, to create expansion, to create growth and enlightenment. We've created a polarized world to express and experience within that. We've created levels of judgment, including our own self-directed judgment. And we see the perfection in all of it. We see how powerfully we've created something out of just fields of pure potentiality that reflected massive amount of separation and polarization. We have achieved our goal. We've achieved and expressed our experience and our experiment to the fullest. We see how powerful that all of it has served and brought us where we are today. However, we are choosing now to align with our purpose of no longer utilizing polarization, no longer utilizing the concept and belief system of right, wrong, good, or bad, no longer to utilize judgment, comparison, survival, struggle, or the fact that in one way or another that we are separate. We no longer create the energies that will perpetuate any of it, specifically separation. We release all of that right now. We release it fully. And we choose to use our new state. Our new state at this point in time is very natural. It is an inclusive state. We reactivate our true nature of true, pure neutrality. Neutrality that is expansive. Neutrality that gives us access to all spectrums. Neutrality that allows us to flow within any levels of polarity without engaging, restricting, or getting caught into any levels of polarity or triggering any aspects of polarity intensities any longer. We choose from this point on to flow with all the beautiful, expansive essence, energies, and dance that we are unfolding along the way. We choose to bring every facet of ourselves in the fullest form of expression to the forefront. We are no longer polarizing anything. We are adopting all of it and merging it and creating that full spectrum. We're using it all. We can choose to create polarization, but it is a dance that we step in and step out immediately to the duration that is of highest servitude, never caught in any patterns or never stuck in any side of it. We are activating our newest, truest state of fluidity, play, and expansion. As we are in this state, we see every opportunity, everything that unfolds as perfection. We choose to see everything in its truest essence, that we are ultimately the creator of all that is. We not only create on an individual basis, we also co-create with all our beautiful sister souls that we play with. We also co-create with the collective. We are fully in charge as we now adopt and fully accept our new state, our true state, that not only are we the creator, we are fully in charge of all that we receive, all that we experience, and all of our creation. But we're also in charge of all interactions. And whatever interactions and whatever is played out by other facets of ourselves is still part of our co-creation. And we are fully in charge to the degree we choose to do so. We will only experience and only express what we choose to do so moment by moment. Nothing is outside of us, for we are all of it. We are fully active in all that we do create. We reactivate that fully and completely within ourselves. And we release the following. The following is going to be released from the cells of your body, from all levels of consciousness, including your subconscious mind, your conscious mind, your ego mind. We're also releasing all imprints within the soul of the similarities, including the DNA and genetic code. We release all concepts, all belief systems, all perceptions that we are an island, that we are separate, that we are here to suffer, we are here to struggle, we are here to learn through suffer and struggle, that we are separate from one another, that we have to compete, that there's only the few that can move forward, that we in some way are being mandated in our experience. We take all these concepts, all these belief systems, all these perceptions, and all the encodements, and all the energetic fields that support it. We now command it, bind it, purge it, and release it to the sun to restore back to pure light, pure potentiality. We release all concepts and all belief systems that we are powerless. We're not good enough. We haven't earned it, that we need to earn. That in one way or another we're not capable, that we are not source, that in some way, somehow, that something has power over us, that we are not strong enough to create whatever we choose, that we are not, in one way or another, part of the collective. We release all concepts, all belief systems, all perceptions, that there's something outside of us that has power over us, that in one way or another, that we are not worthy. We release all concepts and all belief systems that in some way, somehow, that my reality, our reality that we are creating is real, that it has power over us, that we are limited, that we are not in the driver's seat. We take all these concepts, all these belief systems, all these perceptions, all the encodements, and all the energetic fields that we support it, and we now command it, bind it, purge it, and release it all to the sun to restore it all back to pure light, pure potentiality. We release all concepts, all belief systems, all perceptions, and all encodements at this point in time. That life is challenging. That life is to be painful. That life is not of our own doing. That life is provided to us and we have no say in the matter. That life is in one way or another in the hands of someone else, or some deity, or that in some way that we are not source, that in some way we do not have full access to the fullest potential of all there is. We release all concepts and all belief systems that in some way, somehow, that we need to see each other isolated, separated from one another, that we are not all aspects of each other. We release all concepts and all belief systems that we need to hold on to whatever we experienced before, that we need to use that as our guidance system, that we need to hold on to the past, that we need to project the future, that we need to feel that in some way that we need to control our experience at the mind level. We take all these concepts, all these belief systems, all these perceptions, all the encodement, all the energetic fields that support it. I now command it, bind it, purge it, and also release it to the sun to restore back to pure light, pure potentiality. We now acknowledge fully who we truly are. We fully acknowledge and reactivate it within ourselves that we are Source itself. As Source, we are the Creator. As the Creator, we are our own creation. We are also, within that creation, the observer of all there is. We understand everything that we've chosen, every path that we've taken has been an absolute perfection. We've made no mistakes, and there is no such thing. We understand fully and completely that we are all one. We're all facets of each other, and we're all within the same goal, the same path, all expressing and experiencing very different varieties of experiences and expressions. There is no good, there's no bad, there's no better or less than. We're all equal in the core essence of who we are. We're all having different experiences. We understand that we are here to assist one another. We only have the experience that serves us and nothing more. We're all playing roles and we're all facilitating each other. There's nothing outside of us. We are the whole encompassing of all there is. We are not outside of any energetic field, for we are in the midst of that field, and we are part and parcel of it. We utilize it for our expression and experience, but we're also upgrading it along the way. We understand fully and completely at this point in time that we are the navigator and driver of this physical form and this expression and experience. We brought ourselves here for a very specific reason, and we've come here at this time of transformation, for we wanted to participate within the transformation. We are here to create all that we can create with these new energies that are coming through, with this beautiful, powerful, transformational time. As we are here at this time, we are also utilizing every facet of it. But we are now utilizing this oneness consciousness to a much higher level than ever before. Whatever we are doing, we're affecting all aspects of ourselves, and all aspects of ourselves are affecting us. We are all working together, and we are all supporting each other, and we are all growing as one beautiful unit. As we are creating completion, we are unifying, merging as one. And this is the process that we are as a huge collective doing so. We understand that we are on this planet and we are transforming the planet as we are transforming ourselves. We're allowing all the transformational energies to come through us to upgrade our bodies and upgrade our operating system. We understand that the polarized world that we've created is no longer of servitude, and we are dissolving all levels of polarization. We're only maintaining the level of polarization to complete our saturation and to complete whatever we came to complete within the polarized world. We only utilize what is necessary, and what is no longer necessary, we dissolve instantly right back to pure light, pure potentiality. We are in this world intensifying every facet of our experience for completion. It is part of our integration, as part of our upgrade. We don't see our experience, we don't see the unfoldments and judge anything any longer. We see the perfection of what we've created and what we are bringing forth at this time. For what we are achieving in this lifetime, we have not been able to achieve before. Therefore, we are embracing every aspect of it. Any levels of polarization we utilize fully and dissolve. We no longer categorize, we no longer separate, we no longer polarize. We embrace all. We reactivate the fullest potential of who we are, which is pure unconditional love, pure neutrality, pure peace. And not only do we activate it, we use that as our path, as our guidance system, and as the energy fields that allows us to do what we came to do in fluidity and flow. We remind ourselves who we truly are, but we also remind ourselves why we're here. We came here to play. We came here to experience within the paradigm of this beautiful playground. And with this experience, we are learning, growing, expanding, and becoming further enlightened. Yes, we came here as pure source consciousness and have covered over that aspect of ourselves. But as we are moving forward, we are removing the layers and veils over our true essence so that we are accessing that higher aspect of ourselves. But through our enlightenment process, we are expanding. Therefore, we are not going from a complete remembrance of who we are to a forgetfulness back to a full remembrance. We are doing so, but what we are remembering is not remembering who we were. We are accessing who we are becoming as we are expanding and growing. Therefore, where we came from, as much as we are going in that direction of when I say in accessibility, we are achieving higher accessibility, higher expansion. And that is our path. That is what we are doing here. We came here with a list of things to complete, and we also are utilizing this opportunity right now to bring forth anything that is unfinished from past lives forth to the present moment. We're bringing forth anything that we've agreed to stem through from our lineage, from all other aspects of ourselves, and we're bringing it forth in the moment. We're bringing forth also anything from the collective consciousness that we feel fit to manage through, and we bring it forth at this time, all into the moment. And we are now going to utilize everything around us in energetically that we've created in our environment and in our new state of consciousness to wrap up and complete and learn whatever we need to learn and wrap up and complete through this lifetime, through this time. We realize that we are in this time of great transformation. We're going to utilize the full energy waves that are coming through to complete all that we are choosing to complete. And that is so. We take all these statements, all the acknowledgments, all the reactivations, all the energetic fields that will activate it and support it, all codes, including all spectrums of light and all tonalities. We take it and we install it in all levels of consciousness in each one of us. All levels of, or in this case, every single cell that makes up your physical forms. Every level of consciousness, meaning subconscious mind, conscious mind, soul, genetic code, and DNA. As this is being uploaded as your new reality, your new truth, your new guidance system, your new foundation, it is transforming you fully. But we're also installing this in the collective consciousness of our planet, fully and completely accessible to each and every soul on the planet at this time. We're also changing the energetic field of the collective consciousness. We're expanding and transforming the collective consciousness. And as we are doing this right now, anything that is still opposite and opposing, that no longer serves, we also command, bind, purge, and release it from all levels, and we send it all back to the sun to restore it back to pure light, pure potentiality. We now open ourselves to go out and play, to be the fullest potential that we are, to utilize this opportunity on this planet to the fullest potential, to do exactly what we came here to do in a conscious soul state. We choose to utilize every facet of play with one another and to share with one another and to use all accessibilities, all access of consciousness and frequencies to expand even further. And everything that we are doing on an individual basis, we are also doing on a collective basis, and we are doing it on a planetary state. And this is also affecting our solar system, and it's affecting also our galactic and universe. We are doing this together. As we allow all of these transformations to take form, as these energies are flowing through us, as we are restoring, upgrading every facet of ourselves to be in alignment with our new state of being, as all of this is taking place, we have agreed to be in a physical form in a very conscious state. Therefore, we're not going to isolate our physical form. We're going to embody it to the fullest state of being. Not only embody it, we're going to utilize it to the fullest potential. The body, the mind, and also the energetic fields that we call forth each moment. We also allow our own consciousness to create a new environment, new playground, new stage within us each moment. We create a transformational energy with all of the playmates that are in our environment and all the ones that will enter our environments along the way. We are creating such a beautiful energetic field that we become a beautiful, powerful, glowing ball of pure essence and consciousness. Not only are we expressing and flowing a fluidity, we create a ripple effect in everywhere we are. We are changing and transforming all energies within our environment, our essence. But it does not stop in our neighborhood. It will continue to expand further and further in completely enveloping the whole planet. As we are in this state now, all of these changes are affecting on all aspects of our planet. And for every single soul, in one way or another, is part and parcel of this beautiful transformation. As we are in this state right now, and as we embody ourselves, we now take one last transformational frequency going through us, and we now release any remaining fragments, densities, and any energies that no longer serves, and we release it all back to the sun. We allow any other encodements that we need to take to stimulate and to align ourselves to become much more powerful in our journey. We now bring it forth and allow it to be activated. And we allow whatever transformations that need to occur to continue as we move forward. But right now we're going to bring ourselves back into the body. As we bring ourselves back into the body, we are going to reconnect with ourselves with the breath. We're going to feel and connect with our breath. So we're going to start breathing in and out in a more conscious state where we are now observing the breath again. This time the breath is going to take us back into a much more conscious state and bring us back to the connection to our body so that we are coming into the more awakened state. Now some of us may choose to go into the state of deep, relaxed sleep, where we are going to go into our etheric state and we're going to go into our dream state to express and experience even further that we do not express and experience in the wake state. Others may be prepared at this time to go out and play, to bring ourselves into complete awakened, playful state. It is up to you. Each soul will govern which direction you choose to go. But at this time, we're going to focus on the breath, and I'm going to count from 1 to 5. And the count of 5 will be in the ideal state that we choose, either going into the sleep state or going into the awakening, playful state. It is our choice. At the count of 5, we'll be completely re-energized, completely revitalized. We are going to be in a state where we are completely free and immersed in complete peace, neutrality, and unconditional love. 1, 2, 3, at the count of 5, bringing ourselves back into the body in the ideal state that we choose, completely re-energized, revitalized, completely immersed in pure love, unconditional love, peace, and neutrality. 4, 5, as we bring ourselves into our natural state that we're choosing to go into, either sleep or play. And as we are in that perfect ideal state, we are completely feeling an absolute revitalized, re-energized, and feeling in the ideal state, completely immersed with unconditional love, peace, and neutrality, ready to be that new being that we are. So we call it forth, so it is. And we thank everyone for participating this evening. or whenever you choose to participate again. All is locked in, so each time you repeat this portion, this meditation, this activation, it only reinforces and it expands the collective consciousness and your own each time. Go out and play. This is your opportunity. You are here because you called it forth. You are here in absolute perfection. You are the embodiment of pure essence that has come here to express and experience in whatever form you've taken in. You have no limitations. You have no restrictions. You are a beautiful, powerful being. You no longer need to play with pain. You no longer need to play with any polarization. You are free to go.